All right, Tony, you are now on with Justin Kish from Combat Coverage. Take it away, Justin.
How you doing today, Tony? Thank you for your time.
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm doing fantastic. Now, Bellator next week, man. How are you preparing for your fight?
Man, we're just basically, we're kind of grinding down a little bit, and I had my last hard workout yesterday. Now we're just tapering down, and just we're staying mentally and physically focused, and like I said, we're ready to go, man. We're ready to put on a good show for everybody.
Now, I was listening to past interviews of yours, and you mentioned cardio as one of the things you've been trying to improve each fight. Now, in this fight, is cardio still one of the things you are focusing on and trying to improve on?
Yeah, absolutely. One thing about my conditioning coach, my conditioning program, they take pride in what they do, and we're never going to go back. We're always going to be going forward. So every time I fight, conditioning will be even better. So, like I said, I told you guys that it was going to be a tremendous improvement, and it was. And this fight is no different, man. We really trained hard. We stepped it up. We've done a lot more running, a lot more hill runs, and we're ready, man. We're ready. Conditioning is not a problem at all.
Now, next week, like I said, you're going to be facing Cheick Kongo. Now, when you look at Cheick Kongo's game, preparations for each fight is different. How are your preparations going for Cheick Kongo, as he's one of the biggest tests in your MMA career right now?
Preparations are good, man. Just being mentally focused. We're gonna get in trouble positions, and we just gotta stay mentally focused. Preparations are it's not the same, but we've definitely cranked it up a lot during training camp, man, and it made it a lot tougher for myself. So, we're going to be ready no matter what he throws at us. We know he's been around in the game for a long time, and we're ready, we're prepared. I respect Cheick Kongo as an opponent, but it's my time now, my time to shine, my time to reign. So let's get it on.
So next week is probably one of the most specialist, probably the specialist fight you've had so far, like I said. Cheick Kongo is your opponent, but not only that, it's your first time headlining a Bellator card. You debuted back with Bellator back in June 2011 against Derek Lewis. You also had a couple of fights back in April 2015, and then most recently back in January. So long layoffs over fights under the Bellator banner. Do you have any jitters because this is the first time you're going to be headlining a Bellator card in the main event?
No, I don't. Honestly, and one thing I can kid that to is wrestling. Man, I've wrestled in really big stages before, and it's basically it's the same thing, man. It's a cage, and people are rewatching, honestly. So it's if you put too much pressure on yourself, you can crack. But I never put pressure on myself, and even there's pressure, I never crack out pressure, man. At the end of the day, it's just him and I in that cage, and I'm not gonna see anybody in the audience. I'm going to hear my coaches, and it's going to be me and him. So, it's awesome, but there's no pressure, man. I'm ready. I'm prepared for this. Not fault, but I've been on big stages before.
We got a couple more questions for you, Tony. Now, are you a fan of watching, game or fight film on your opponents? And if so, what are some holes that you see in Kongo's game that you're going to be pushing come fight night?
Yeah, I am, and I know my wrestling is better than his, but I know it's not going to be easy to take him down, and I believe my cardio is more superior than his. So, once we get him tired, we'll be open up on him a lot more. But I believe my wrestling and my cardio is going to be the key to this fight.
Now, when you look at the current situation right now in the Bellator heavyweight division, there's no heavyweight champion right now. Now, do you think a victory over Cheick Kongo will put you, your next fight become a title fight? There's a lot of rising heavyweights right now in the heavyweight division, like a Cheick Kongo, even a Matt Mitrione. Do you think, maybe a fight with Matt Mitrione could be next because he's one of the next, rising heavyweights in that division?
Yes, absolutely. I believe that's the next fight, man. I think, whoever wins this fight is going to fight Matt Mitrione for that title. That's what I believe. Matt Mitrione's number one. Cheick is number two, I'm number three. So, yeah, I believe in my heart, especially if I have a fantastic finish, it'll be me and Matt Mitrione for the title.
All right, Tony, for our final question of the day, You know, can you give us a little bit of a taste on, you know, what your game plan going into next week's fight against Cheick Kongo?
Yes, I'm going to control the pace of the fight. I'm going to pressure that guy. I'm going to mix it up, you know, from takedowns, the hand takedowns, from mix it up, keep him guessing. You know, you can't just let Cheick Kongo sit back and think. You know, he's a thinker, so you know you can't let him, you know, think. You know, you got to keep him guessing. So the plan is to keep him guessing, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep that man guessing.
All right, everybody, this is Tony Johnson. Next Friday, he's going to be taking on Cheick Kongo in the main event of Bellator 161. Tony, thank you so much for your time, and good luck next week.
Thank you.